the sun goes down.
Hello, this is a guitar tutorial for Tom Misch's song You're On My Mind, which was just released on the album Geography. It's got some really nice chords in it, and I thought I'd just briefly show you how to play them. So the first shape is, for the verse, you're just barring on a 2nd fret. However, the best way to play it, I think, is to play the top string with your middle finger and then bar all of the bottom strings with your ring finger, such that you mute this 2nd string here. So that's the sound, and you're making sure that you hit the bottom string there. So, and then the strumming pattern is just kind of this lilting. It's just sort of that. You kind of just fit with the vibe of the song, really. Yeah, so it goes like that's the first chord. And you slide the shape up to the 2nd fret for the 2nd chord and do exactly the same. So now here you go back down to the 2nd fret, but instead of muting this 5th, the 2nd string from the top, you instead play it as the bass note, and then you're barring the bottom strings as well in the 2nd fret. So it's just that this note is different to this one when we played it the first time around. So that's the first time, and then this is the 2nd time. And you might want to try and push your index finger up such that it's touching the top string, because you don't want that to sound. So you just want to make sure you only hit that string. So I'll play it from the start. And then you have this spicy as chord here, where you've got middle finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string from the top. So that's there. And then you've got your middle finger on the 1st fret of the 3rd to bottom string. And then you've got your ring finger in the 1st fret as well, in the 2nd to bottom string. So they're the notes, and then you're playing it exactly the same as the last chord. You're strumming the bottom 5 strings. So that's the sound there. It's pretty crunchy, but there it is. So the whole verse chords go. There, so those are the chords for the verse. Now, after the 2nd time round of playing that, when you get to this chord here, so the 3rd chord, to lead into the chorus, you just kind of strum down on that. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now it launches into the chorus. Now the first chord in the chorus is this chord here. So we've got index finger on the 5th fret of the top string, middle finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd to bottom string, and then ring and pinky on the 3rd and 4th strings in the 6th fret. And you can play the bottom string as well if you want, because it's exactly the same as the note above it. So, you're on my mind. Then you go back to the same chord that we had, the 2nd chord in the verse. You're on my mind. Now here, you've just got this barring the 4th fret, and then middle finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd to bottom string, and your index finger on the 3rd top string in the 6th fret. So the chorus from the start goes, you're on my mind, you're on my mind. And now you go to this chord, which is just a B. So you're barring the 4th fret with your ring finger, the bottom few strings. So just string these strings here, and then you've got your index finger on the bass string in the 2nd fret. So that's the first sort of time round in the chorus, and then it keeps going. So that so it's like, I'll play that through. Now instead of going back to this chord, you go to a similar chord. It's just the first chord of the verse. So and you slide back up again. So it's just, again, it goes, you're... Sorry, so then it goes... You're on my mind. And then you go to this spicy chord here. So you've got 3rd fret on the top string, 3rd fret on the 5th string, your pinky goes on the 4th fret on the 4th to top string, and then your index finger goes on the 2nd fret of the 3rd to top string. or alternately you can play it like this, but either way works. And then the last chord just before it goes back into the verse is, so you're basically playing the same chord here, except you don't want that second fret in the bottom, so you kind of have to bend your finger up. It's quite difficult, but you're barring it like so, and then it goes back to the verse, and that's when the funky sort of bass comes in. But those are all the chords for the song, really. So I'll play the chorus through one more time, and then that should be it. So we've got you're on my mind. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you want to hear any other tutorials for Tom Misch songs, and hopefully I can post them soon. Thanks.